Hello, Sally. Nice to see you.
Hey, good to see you guys. It's been too long.
I know.
Congratulations, new single's out and it's sounding pretty hot, pretty fire.
To be in control. I want to be in control. I want to be in control.
Thank you. I'm so glad it's finally out there in the world for people to be like strutting down the street, walking to, you know?
Yeah, it definitely like you just feel empowered when you listen to it. Like I'm probably gonna box to this song and feel really badass. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to a video of that, please.
Okay, I'll make it happen for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, first question is control. Is it control 666? Is that the like sneaky little thing you were doing?
Oh, I was hoping people would start having like conspiracy stories about it. I don't know. like so you'll see there's kind of a theme as the album comes out with this type of thing that we're doing with what do you call them? Other characters, extra keyboard characters. It just like is maybe a wonderful coincidence that it is 666, but subliminally, does it not feel so right?
It's not. I mean, even the sound of the song, like that is totally something the devil would say. It's like, I like to be in control. And even like how you use the vocal effects too. I was like, also there's something happening underlying. I'm not entirely sure what it is yet, but I'm into it.
Thank you. I love that. Honestly, can I be real with you? We're, as you know, like we take our music very seriously, but we are also like fools. Like we're complete like jokers. And so like, even though it feels, I don't know, artistic, and it in a way it is to us, sometimes we just like to have fun. Like we want to see it come up on people's radio where it's like this thing and they're like, oh, and we're like, ha ha ha. like, I don't know. There's just like something funny and powerful even about being able to do that.
It's such a neat idea about the song, or behind the song as well, about, you know, that feeling of needing to be in control. And that's wonderful that you realize that about yourself. And then, of course, as soon as I'm looking at your music library, I'm seeing from 2018, Control Freak, name of the EP. So is this something that has been there with you for a long time? And how has it evolved over the years?
I'm really glad that you picked up on that, because as you can see, the band has been obsessed with control, and it's been a while, a long time trying to understand how to deal with it or how to harness it, like whether it's like to use it for good things or just like dealing with it really painfully. And like, you know, I know that I have a lot of pain of like when I'm not in control, like I'm in therapy for it. It's hard. It's really difficult. And I'm sure we can all relate to that. But yeah, there is something really complicated and special about just even the word control. Like I like to see what people feel. Like looking at you, I'm like, what do you think of control? And then some people are like, ew, they're gonna be like terrible, tyranny, power, you know? Or the other side of it is like, are you just like a flip-flopper? I don't know, can't make decisions. Not that I'm saying that's a bad thing, but it's like there is a part of it that is like needed and can be positive, and you're taking control of your life and your decisions. So it's like, but where is the middle line and how much does it sway back and forth? That's like our song. Like that's control. Like you don't know necessarily if you're in the driver's seat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's different for everyone. Absolutely. And recently, Sally, in your social media, you said that musically, this is the most like comfortable and seen you've ever felt. Do you think you could kind of elaborate on that and talk about kind of like what shifted for you in that way?
Yeah, I think that actually has a lot to do with our band dynamic. Like we spent a lot of time during this pandemic really learning to listen to each other. I think a lot better, like not like we didn't, but it's just been like significantly better. I think we're all growing. We're all like shedding skin of stuff that we don't care about anymore, like little things or baggage. So with that being said, we're listening in a new light. Like this band is tighter than ever before. We're like, when someone has a musical idea, we're just like silent and tuned, trying to make sure that we're making that happen, or the boys that even they're trying to make that happen for me. And we're so in tune and so like in love with each other, like all over again, that it's been like really beautiful and emotional and opening to me. It's making everything we do feel more honest, and I feel more comfortable. You know, when you're comfortable around the people that you are, you want to say more and you want to express more. So we're definitely so comfortable that we're ready to just like put it all out there with each other.
I wanted to ask you, because I know something that was on your mind in the creation of this new music was your experience coming to Canada at a very young age. And something that I think is very relatable to a lot of new immigrant families is that feeling of wanting to fit in your new community, as well as honoring your roots and where you come from.
Yeah, definitely a very interesting situation that a lot of us have lived and that maybe not a lot of us talk about. I think there's this like weird film over like when you're with a certain group of friends that aren't maybe the culture that you are, that like you don't talk about that. That's like a different life that you're living at home. And then when you're in this side of it, it's like, I don't know, I was terrified to talk about this side of it. Like, I don't think my parents could handle it in a lot of ways. But it's nice to finally get to a place where I'm like, you know what, like, this is my life. Like, whether it's here or here, it is completely an open book of what my life is. And why am I even afraid of talking about it? Or like, what is this? What even is this? Like, just coming to reality with it and wanting to take ownership over my life.
That's so nice. That must be a nice feeling to have that feeling of ownership and to feel more free. What has your experience been since you got to that place?
I think for a long time I was absolutely terrified. And for what reason? I'm sure it was just childhood trauma, like playing at it. And I don't know why I would have been so afraid. Then again, like, I understand why, you know, my parents were very protective of me and maybe wanting me to be different when I wasn't at home, because for them, they grew up with a lot of pain and racism and just like a lot more difficult life than I have. I'm grateful for the life that they've given me. The fact that I'm here in Canada, I'm an alt rock artist, like I'm a woman, I'm playing music, like this is incredible in terms of like, you know, where I'm from. So with that being said, I see where they were coming from, but I'm my own person now, and I'm ready to like face those demons and hopefully be someone that someone could be like, whoa, I've never seen that before. I've never seen a Syrian rock star, female rock star in my life, and be like, all right, cool, I'll do it. But if I do it, you got to do it too. Cause now, you know, it's possible.
Yeah. And I just think it's so cool that you're bringing up that conversation and bringing it into your music and your everyday life. Cause like you said, you know, it's going to help someone else who's struggling or just thinking about the same sort of things or has a similar upbringing as well. So congrats on that. I think that's really cool. Now talking about the sound of the music, because we've been playing so much of your music and we love it so much, but this one,
yeah,
yeah, it's so good. Like we love your music so much at The Zone. And it was really cool seeing your cover of the 9 Inch Nails, right? And kind of leaning into this like industrial vibe, and then hearing Control, and it is leaning into that vibe as well. Is this kind of what we're expecting for the rest of the album?
I think this album is not going to be one thing. It's not one sound. So I will preface with that. So we're very much a band that isn't like, yet we're not like conceptual yet, where we like come up with this whole thing. We're very much like, whatever you bring to the table today, how are you feeling today? So the songs take shape on like whatever that is. But what I do know is that when we're writing, we're completely inspired by, and maybe subliminally bringing the things that we listen to our writing sessions, even if we don't mean it, right? And at the time, I definitely was listening to a lot of Nine Inch Nails. So if some of that infected our music, then that makes a lot of sense to me. And like, those are things that I love. Those sounds just like, like get me deep in my core. So if that's the case, like, why wouldn't I want that type of thing in my music?
It's a pretty phenomenal mashup of sounds for sure. You're really pulling it off. It's sweet.
And I noticed that in like your vocal performance too, like just like heading into like the growls and like the raspiness. It sounds awesome. Like it
Thank
just
you.
like, yeah, it just like
I feel free. I just feel a lot freer than I ever have. And I got my tonsils out, so I'm not singing with enlarged golf balls in my throat anymore like I was for years.
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you. Daytona Bleach. I was chronically sick the entire tour, the whole recording. It's been like a hell couple of years health wise for me. So getting my tonsils out has definitely changed or made our sound what it was. And then I lost. And we did cool shit. It's not like I don't like what we did. And I almost feel like a brand new voice again, though. So like there's a lot that you probably haven't heard from this voice.
Whoa, that's an exciting time for you. I'm sure that's a huge relief.
Dude, like I'm not sick all the time, like dope. And also like I can breathe, and like that's a huge part of singing. So it is it is like and living, like sorry. But yeah, it's definitely a game changer.
That's so good. Well, before we let you go, we'll just touch on the new album is coming out, scheduled for fall this year. Is that right?
That's right.
Tunnel Vision. We're excited about that. You'll be supporting Mother on their tour this spring. That's pretty cool. Have you toured? Have you played and had fun with them before?
No. So like, other than just loving their music for years, like we all do, we haven't really officially met them or anything. But what I do know is that when they were looking for an opener and our name came up, that they really wanted to bring us. So for me to even hear that through the grapevine is kind of like, what? Really? Like, oh, cool. So I'm really, really excited to like be band buds on the road, and like our crazy antics that I'm sure we'll have and that you guys will get to see, and just the explosive show that we're going to put on together. It's going to be incredible. Please be there. As anyone knows who's ever seen us, we leave everything on that stage. We leave and we're wrecked. So we plan on doing that every night, especially when we're opening for Mother.
That's awesome.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's a good team up for sure. Now, we did have one final thing. Again, Jen was going through your social media there.
I was creeping really hard. Sally, I wanted to talk to you about your toes and how dexterous your toes are.
You're going to do this on the air, guys. I'm going to get so many weirdos. Hey, man, you got a light? Nice, thanks.
I'm surprised you're not on Wiki. You're just giving these out for free.
I get that comment a lot. They're like, yo, people will pay for this. But okay, here's the truth with the feet thing. It's not anything like fetishy. I just want to say I grew up with, for some reason, my mom just like always was very dexterous with her feet. So this is like a trait that I inherited as a child. So I can like pick up anything with my feet. I can like pinch people like really hard. I could do like a lot with them. So like nothing too weird, but I mean, I could do a lot of really practical things with them. And I was like, yo, like maybe I need to just like show people because I think it's freaking hilarious. So I hope that people enjoy like the talented dexterity of my feet.
Yes, honestly, it was so great. And I'm like wondering why humans don't use their toes more often. Like, wouldn't it be way more convenient if you had like 4 little grabbers?
100%. Yeah, I can't say that I don't know if I'll make that like a regular piece of content, but what I like about my socials is it's become a page of like, yo, you don't know what you're gonna get, and that makes me happy. So if you want just like chaos, then you'll be on my personal page. If you want music and like good stuff, then please be on the MONOWHALES page.
I'm a big fan of it. Big fan.
That's
It's
really
so
good.
funny.
And congratulations on that skill as well,
Yeah.
because I know a little something about grabby toes. and
Do I bring
drop-
them out? I'm just kidding. I'm
Yes.
not gonna do that.
Bring them on stage, blow people away, right? When you drop the microphone
grab
and
the
then
mic.
pick it back up with
I swear I can. I can though. Like I could twist the
Yay.
mic around. Like, yeah.
bring it to the stage. Leave nothing on the stage, like you said.
You said.
Yeah.
Chips between my toes.
Sally, thank you so much for taking some time and chatting with us. And we're very excited about the new song and the new album and the touring and everything. And just it's really nice to be in touch with you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having us and for supporting us. We love you out there and we'll see you soon.
Love you.
Can't
Bye.
wait. Love you. Bye, Sally.
The Zone at 91.3.